So it's Friday, we're here at LZ Festival, day one. Just a few hours ago I went to sleep for like an hour, then got back up after the RX7's been on the dyno, but it's been going really well. They just finished up the tune, started making really nice power, sounds absolutely incredible, and we'll get into all of the details about that car when it comes. We have the S14.9 sitting on the new Strom DS25 wheels. So everyone loved white at the last round, so I absolutely love the concave of these wheels. So the car's sitting cool on these wheels. We brought this up as a backup just in case we're having issues, because we still have quite a bit of stuff to finish on the RX7. So there's a good chance that's going to be ready just in time for competition. Let's do a few laps in this, have some fun. Haven't driven it since Drift Masters here a few months ago, so I'm excited to get back in the car. Very, very exciting weekend ahead. I can't wait to show you guys the car, the RX7. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's a dream come true. It's been over 10 years as a dream for me for that car, and I'm so thankful that we've made it happen. So huge thanks to all our partners for supporting the project, especially ECU Master, who really loved the idea and came on board with us. Huge thanks to John Allen at Yin Speed for a couple of sleepless nights, making sure everything was right, getting the tune dialed in, and yeah, let's talk about it more when that car comes. But first, let's go for a spin in the S14.9. So that was a big panic, not a panic, but down to the absolute wire to get a spin in the car. So the guys, Michael brought it straight from the dyno up here to Mondello Park. The car was stripped, the clutch was dragging, we had no brakes, a few other little issues, and we just took the front wings off to get for a spin out because we need to fit everything properly. But we got the brakes working, the clutch fixed, and a couple of other tows set quickly, all in about 25 minutes, refilled with fuel, and I managed to go out, and they allowed me to test it in the little infield, and it was some experience, like absolutely wild. The thing sounds the best sounding car I've ever heard in my life, and I kind of lost words. We're gonna start fitting the body kit, fit everything on it. I'm gonna try to get some rest, try to finish up not too late, and yeah, we'll test it in the morning when it's all together in the practice, and fingers crossed it all goes well. So let's see what happens. Keep on working. Thanks to everyone for all the effort. It's been unbelievable. Everyone's exhausted, but it was so worth it, even just for that lap alone. Like, we set a target to have this car built like 6 months ago for this event, and between the engine timeline and doing all the work to the chassis and everything else, like, it was so unknown to us, we managed to make it happen, and we're here. Yeah, the car isn't tested and finished and absolutely perfect, but we're here, we've made it. We're gonna put it all together and have some fun this weekend. This weekend isn't about the competition, it's about having fun, and I'm loving it. The turbo fans for the front wheels, they turned out amazing. Mikey painted them, and then we wrapped the outside, so absolutely sick. So here in the box we have our new custom Strom wheels. We made our own custom turbo fans for them. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. My friends at Lexi Brake machined up this crazy idea that we had for the front wheels in the RX7. So this is a spacer that bolts onto the centerpiece. This piece cut out here for the tire valve, machined to fit on perfectly like that. Little jigsaw. And then look here, we have a tire valve. So we're gonna mark this up in a second. And then these are our turbo fans. And we're gonna paint this white after it's all tack welded together, and then put a wrap on the outside of it. It's the turbo fan sitting off. They're just gonna slip in there like that. Then tack weld them all on. And yeah, it's gonna look sick. Can't wait to see it come together, but it's really cool, all custom made. So today is the first day at LZ Festival. We got some practice this morning and qualifying in about 2 hours. So fingers crossed it all comes together. The RX7 all came together last minute. All of my family and friends are working on the car really late last night to put all the finishing touches on it. Thank you to everybody involved in making this dream become a reality. Let's see how it goes on track, but it's definitely not finished exactly perfect because we just ran out of time, but we met the deadline. The car is here, it's running, it's together, it looks wild, and introducing my Mazda RX7 4-rotor NA. Here she is.
Oh yeah, whoa, look, they can never keep me down, I'm going, and if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss will lead to another win. I'm going on. Bet when I land, they gon' tell me it's luck again. See that I'm winning, it's harder to watch. I'm setting the stage, you should give me my props. See, when I talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I don't really hate to do the shit, watch me do this.
This thing is crazy. I absolutely can't believe we pulled this off. I love it. But right, let's get into it, get some practice done, see how it goes. It's so loud. just done our first few runs in the RX7 and it's absolutely wild. It sounds insane. The track is a bit tricky today because it keeps going from wet to well, it hasn't been dry yet today, but it's kind of patchy right now. So we're going into qualifying and we're going to use the RX7 on the first run. Hopefully it works out. The gear ratios are totally wrong for this engine and we just got one diff, so we don't have an option of switching up the ratios. So we're just gonna deal with it, try to make it work. What do you think, Larry?
It sounds so good. It sounds incredible.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
I'm so happy with it. It's like
I
the
wish
biggest dream. I'm so exhausted I can't even, I think, tell what I'm going through because I don't even know what I'm feeling.
How does it sound to you when you're in there?
So I drove it back from the start line the last time without my helmet. And I was like, oh my god, this thing is so loud.
I wish somebody would. I wish you were able to hear it from the outside with the Doppler effect of it going by.
Yeah.
It just sounds so insane. I mean, I've never heard anything like that. It's so good. It's like uncorked.
Yeah, man, it's wild. It's wild. It's a dream I was saying to people since I was like 10 years old when I used to play Gran Turismo 3.
Yeah.
And like listening to the 787B just idling on the interior view, and you could just hear whop, 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 whop. Ah, man,
so
I can't believe we've met it. It's been such a push to get here, but we're here. It's looking sweet. It's sounding sweet.
Yeah, I gotta do an interview with you on it.
Yeah, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so Becky's gone out there for qualifying now. We're gonna use this. Hopefully we can make it work in the dry with the gearing. Great thing about this fun event, LZ World Tour, is they allow people to swap cars at any time, so I can switch between both cars if I need to. So let's see what happens. Let's have fun. It's nice to be at an event that's not about only competition. It's about meeting the fans, showing the cars off to new people, and just trying to enjoy it. So.
four-rotor NA car they've built in probably 3 weeks in this RX7, and this car, he said, is the car he wanted to build since he was a kid. When he used to Gran Turismo, the 787B, the old school Le Mans car, he used to leave the car idle just in the game because he loved it so much. Now he has the engine in his RX7, and this is the first run for James Dean in his car.
This is now 2 events where we've had a four-rotor car competing, which is a rare thing. Just, oh my God, the sound of that thing is just
ridiculous.
It's amazing. I just want to soak it all in as he comes by. A little bit of a choke up there, but still making it happen. Oh. What a ridiculous noise. What a ridiculously beautiful noise that is.
Four-rotor, wide-body RX7, aero discs. This thing is just everything.
Stylish
everything you want it to be.
profilish.
This is probably his... Wow. Well, there was no point talking over that.
Yeah, can't breathe, can't see, can't hear.
Can't see the
Right,
track.
so just finished our first qualifying run in the RX7, and that was my first lap drive it in the dry. Our gearing is totally wrong for the track, but there's nothing we can do about that this weekend. So I'm like coming up the straight in third, then back to second. It's extremely long gearing, so second gear is loads long enough with the high RPM. So a steering rack mount broke, so the steering was just doing its own thing. So I had no control over the wheel. Well, I had some control. There was only one mount holding the steering rack in place. But now the guys are gonna work on that, and I'm gonna jump in this for the second qualifying run. So this is a really fun weekend. So RX7, small issue with the steering rack with one of the mounts. So I had active tow in my qualifying run. We got 70 something, and now I'm jumping in the S14.9. We'll do our second run. I've had no practice in this car this morning. Haven't driven this car in the dry since Drift Masters. So yeah, hopefully we can do it in one lap, but it's going to be fun. Let's see what happens.
To do what he tried to do what he did last year, which was get the 100-point run. He has had 3 in different competitions in this particular venue. So we could see it again here today. He's in the S14. Here we go.
Again, more Formula D on Formula D action. It's Chelsea judging another Formula D driver and putting on an absolute heater. A little more confident in this than the 4-rotor RX7. But is it going to be enough to up his score? Can he get a 100-point run? That is up to the judges to tell us. So far, it's looking very, very good. Yeah. Obviously, a little bit confident in that car.
You know what? He's a future star, James. I think he's going to do okay.
He's on the up.
He's figuring it out. He's figuring it out.
Yeah.
He's figuring it out.
He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Smoke show from James Dean in front of the grandstand. The cloud cam straight away knew it was coming. They were ready with the button. Cloud cam.
Should have just turned it on for the whole run.
Exactly. James Dean puts in an absolute clinic of a...
Hey man, Sean. Are you having fun? Yeah. Are you cleaning my car? Sean, are you cleaning my car?
Yeah.
Which car do you like more?
That
Oh, you like this one more? It's too noisy.
I prefer that one.
Yeah. So we're just finished qualifying. The lads are still sorting out the steering rack in this girl, and we took this out after no practice in the dry, so one lap. I managed to get 94 points, so I was very, very happy with that. I think we qualified 5th or 6th, and yeah, we're into tomorrow's show. So there's fantasy battles. I think they might have 1 or 2 today, so we'll prep the RX7, and we might be going back on track in this girl before the day's out. But this event is awesome because it's not like your normal strict. The whole bin crew are being really understanding. There's loads of people here with borrowed cars and cars they're not familiar with. So if you have an issue, no problem switching into another car. Great fun. I was really excited before that run because just didn't really know exactly what to expect. Even though I'm very used to this car, it just takes a second in every car to, oh, the handbrake's here, the gear lever's there, the pedals are there, you know, all the small, very small differences. So it takes a minute to adjust, but in general, really, really enjoyed it. Becky's in the show as well. She had a great run. So how do you feel? Second qualifying run. Brilliant. You linked it all, got the downshift right.
Yeah.
Like that's your second lap in the dry in the new car.
Yeah, I was delighted. I was in the car. I was like, yes!
I'm delighted for you. Very proud. Well done. Well done. I don't know what you got, but it was very good.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you qualified. You're definitely well in the show.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant.
God, that's such a monkey off my shoulder.
Set up for her, so she's really up against it here. She said she's using this weekend as a test weekend, so
what a way to do
this is a scary way to test the car for sure.
That's
so
terrifying.
Let's see if Becky Evans gets... Oh, this is a nicer entry from Becky here.
Yeah, on throttle, actually making it happen for that. The peaches and the blurry font on the side of the car. Stringing a run together, and it's actually not that half bad. So she learned something in between the first run and this run that's obviously working out in her favor.
Yeah, good line into the last outer zone. Becky Evans did a great job in the Peaches S15.
Win again, I know it's probably getting on me. If I ever win again,